Hit present, it's in the top right hand corner.
All right, 1985, Michael Jordan started Air Jordan. He was the first person to have his own logo for shoes, which is Jumpman, as most of y'all probably know. Without him, sneakers wouldn't be where they're at today. There wouldn't really be sneakerheads that y'all hear about. I asked my class how many people have heard of the word sneakerhead, and 75% said they have heard it. A sneakerhead is just someone who has love for shoes and a passion for shoes. Now that y'all know what my speech is going to be about, I'd like to talk about the sneaker categories. There's 3 different categories. You got hype, general, and vintage. Alright, hype, pretty much hype shoes are like shoes that, this is an example of a hype shoe. This shoe can go anywhere from $500 to $800. It's just a hype shoe. Like, you know, you see this, y'all might think it's ugly. You know, some people do think it's ugly. But just because it's such a popular shoe, people are going to buy it for that reason, even if they don't like it. These shoes might only come out in 3 or 4 stores in the whole Houston area. So there might only be a few thousand pairs of these throughout the whole country. The price either does 2 things, either one, it climbs or it falls. You know, when these come out, they were only worth about $250, but the price automatically went to about $700. Some shoes can go to $1,000 and go back down to $500, and that's what I mean when it climbs or falls. All right. General, these shoes are available at every shoe store, Foot Locker, Finish Line. You know, they're not that expensive. They only range from about $150 to $200. Hundreds of thousands of pairs are made. An example is the shoes that I'm wearing right now. You know, this model shoe releases every year, one time a year during December. And like this last December, they released 500,000 pairs, and they sell out the first day no matter what. And every year, people are killed. Every release, every time a pair of these shoes come out, at least 5 to 10 people die, no matter what. Every time. Next one. All right, the last category we got is vintage. These are the rarest of all shoes, dated between 1985 and 2001. These shoes, these are what Michael Jordan wore pretty much. He wore these types of shoes. I got 2 pairs right here. These shoes right here are really rare, like extremely rare. This pair right here, I don't know anybody in Texas who even owns a pair of these. I'm the only person who owns a pair of these. Like, they're that rare. These right here can go from $1,500 to about $2,500. These right here, you're looking at $1,000 to $2,000. If I wanted to sell them today, I could sell these for $1,000 today, quick, no problem. That's about needing money for something and whatnot. I also got the baby shoes. This one, $200 easy. If I wanted to get money today, $200 for this shoe, and $100 for this one. And these right here go for about $500 each. But these are 1989s and 1988. These are the years that these came out. When I go to events and whatnot, people, when they see this shoe, this is the first time they've seen this shoe, and this is that's most of the only time they're gonna see this shoe. Most of the people that own these are like in New York. There might only be 15 or 20 pairs of these in the whole United States. Like, they're just that rare. The reason they're so rare is because after about 10 years, these shoes start to turn into dust. Certain parts of these shoes start turning to dust. Like this shoe right here, this part right here is turning into dust. If I was to wear them, they would look like this. This was the shoe before I got it fixed and all that, you know? It just crumbles, it turns into dust. So around 1995, a lot of people just threw these shoes away thinking they had no use, when now they're worth thousands of dollars. All right, we go to the next one. The brands of shoes, you got Air Jordan, LeBrons, Nike SBs, Kobe's, Kanye's, which are Yeezys. And then you just got your general Nikes as free runs or whatever. All of these shoes are owned by Nike, so Nike's making billions every year because most of the shoes everybody wears are owned by Nike. All right, next. All right, I want to say what a retro is. A retro is something, like I said, look. This shoe right here was released in 1989. This is a really rare shoe too, but I got an example right here. This is a 1989 original. Like I said, they crumble, they're rare. But all Jordan does is release the same exact shoe in different years. He didn't release the shoe for 17 years. He re-released it in 2006. But the only thing he changed was the Nike on the back and the Nike on the bottom. That's the only thing he changed, so they're practically identical. That's what you would call a retro. These right, yeah, that's pretty much, the reason they're so valuable is because they were the first ones to come out and they have the Nike on the back. Next one. Alright, how to make money. You have two ways you can make money. It's either selling or trading. It's pretty much a cycle. This is a general shoe, like I was saying earlier, like these. It's just $150 to $200 range shoe. The way you sell, if you need money today and you sold them for $100, even though they're worth $150, you might need money today for some reason. So you're gonna sell me this for $100. Well, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna sell it for $150. That's how you would sell and make money off the shoes. Another way you can make money is by trading. That's pretty much the same concept. If you have a shoe that I want, I have a shoe that you want, even though your shoe might be more valuable, you're going to trade the shoe because you want it. And your shoe might be $50 more than mine, so once I get the shoe, I'm going to sell it, then buy another pair of shoes. Alright, next one. Another way people make money are vintage restorations. I paid $250 for each pair of these right here to get them fixed, to get them to look nice. This is how they looked before, and this is how they look now. Yeah, I paid $250 a piece. Pretty much the way they do this is, like I said earlier, this turns into dust right here. So pretty much what they do is take it out, they take that part out, and you get this. You get this part right here. So this shoe, let's say that this is a retro, this released in 2006. So in order to be able to wear the original shoe, like I said back in 1989, you would have to take this part off of this shoe. So you would take the shoe apart, you would get this part, and then you would then stick it on it so you could wear it again, which is, it's wearable now, you know what I mean? And people charge up to $180 for this, $180. Another way people can make money off restorations is they make these Nike tabs. I actually have some right here. Let me pass it around. This tab, it's pretty much, this also turns to dust right here. Where it says Nike here, it turns it to dust. So people sell these tabs, those right there, and I paid $100 for these tabs, just these two, and I bought 3 pairs. So the people that are making these are making a lot of money. And you might think, well, you know, it's not the original shoe and whatnot, but no matter who has these shoes or owns them, they're going to turn to dust. So you might as well do it now. It really doesn't affect the value. They also can make money by just repainting. If they have a retro, you know, not an original, this is just a shoe that might have came out last year or something. If you wear it a lot and you get scuffs on it, if you're wearing them, you just scratch them and the paint looks all messed up, people will repaint. People charge $50 to $80 for that. So that's another way that you can make money. Now that we've talked about how you can make money, I'd like to talk about sneaker events. Go to the next one. I think it's past.
Use the key.
Alright, so pretty much sneaker summits are when it just connects sneakerheads together. It's a big event that you get to show off your shoes. You know, this is H-Town sneaker event. It happens twice a year, sometimes once a year. This year it's probably gonna be in July. You know, this line might go for, it's packed like that. It's real, like it's not a single file line, it's a big line. It might go all the way around the track once. You know, it's a lot, hundreds of people. And then when everybody's inside, you're looking at hundreds and hundreds of people. And, pretty much how you purchase a table, you go to the website that's holding the event and you buy the table. Tables can range from $100 to $175. We personally get about 3 tables, so sometimes we spend over $500 just buying tables for the event. Setup, the event usually starts around 12 o'clock. You go in at about 10 o'clock to set up for 2 hours to get your table to get ready. And it starts at 12. All right, we can go to the next one. What takes place? What takes place is like I said earlier, how you can make money by buying and selling shoes. You're doing that for hours and hours, so you're just constantly making money. This is an example of one of our tables that we had. We had over 100 pairs of shoes on our table, which we had 3 tables. Another thing that takes place is raffles. Some tables, like we could do a raffle if we wanted. We could do $1 or $5 to be able to get, you have the chance to be able to get a shoe. And a lot of people do that. Another thing is sneaker magazines. There's 3 main sneaker magazines. You got nicekicks.com, you got soulcollector.com, and sneakernews.com. Sneaker News is the biggest one out of all 3 of those. Pretty much people just go on it to look at, shoes that are coming out, events that happen. And this was back in SneakerCon of last year. They posted 9 pictures of the event that happened in Houston. And my table was right here and right here. So we made 2 out of 9 pictures. That just gives you a sort of sense of pride because your shoes are, rare enough to be able to make a magazine. All right, go to the next one. All right, my conclusion. Some of you might know the sneaker group that I'm in. I founded it a few years ago. It's shoe affiliated like my jacket, so when y'all see people wearing this jacket, know that it's my sneaker group and they're sneakerheads. They're supporting our group. I have about 5 people in it, 5 to 10 people in it. We have some of the rarest shoes, Like I said, I don't know anybody who owns a pair of these in Texas. That just proves, like, we're in high school. We have some of the rarest shoes. That's why people just respect us. And, like, random people that I meet up with for shoes and stuff, they've heard of us. I never met them before. They've heard of my group because that's how rare our shoes are. We just get known at sneaker events. Today, I hope that you learned some things about shoes, how big it is. And I hope you learned, like, that it's kind of a popular hobby to a lot of people. I hope that next time when you see somebody wearing a pair of exclusive sneakers, that you watch your step. Thank you.